And then let me double check this. Don't do anything crazy. Talk real quick. We are, but I'm trying to figure something out real quick. You don't have to. You don't have to click. I have the different Discord or OBS installed on here. Talk again.
What the fuck even is Netflix gaming?
They have games on Netflix. I don't know. Try to like Luna. I actually tried playing Amazon Luna the other day from like my bed.
Mm-hmm.
It actually wasn't terrible until it was. But one of the games had no fucking audio. Okay. We're live. You ready to record? Mm-hmm. Hmm. I have it up just in case I have audio issues. Your wife will text me. Right. Hit record now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Give it a couple minutes here, a couple seconds here. Yeah, you know how it is. All right. On 1, 2, 3, clap. What we're gonna do. All right. 1, 2, 3. Hey, all you cool cats out there. Welcome to yet another exciting Cool Cats podcast record. It's me, the cat dad. And of course, alongside me with me on this journey is Jelani. Jelani, hello.
How's it going?
Not bad. Let me figure out my audio volumes are crazy right now, but hey, I sound crisp. That's all we can ask for, really.
Yeah.
Um,
You gotta make sure you don't
here.
accidentally deafen our listeners or some such mess.
I mean, I've been told I have a voice for radio. I don't know what kind of radio you're listening to, but
Mm.
doesn't sound like good radio. So what's going on, man? Happy Saturday. Chat. Good morning, afternoon,
Morning chat.
evening,
Is it after?
wherever.
Oh shit! It is like 1 p.m. here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good afternoon.
we didn't do shit
Wow.
this morning.
Not a goddamn thing.
And that's okay.
I
Um,
flew some drills in Star Citizen. That was nice. Fine tuning my what's it called? My stick sensitivity and whatnot.
I did see you on there this morning. I was up at 5 a.m. at one point. Um, I attempted to play a game, but I just fell asleep. So I just went back to bed like a normal person. Uh,
It sounds about right. Like, even as someone who regularly wakes up and tries to do shit in that 5 to 6 hour on a Saturday, my dude,
right.
you need to take your ass back to bed.
I know. And it's funny because I suffer from sleep apnea for the people who know me. Um, it's not like that bad. It's getting better. As I'm on my quote unquote weight loss journey, whatever you want to call
It's,
it. Um, but
I will say, the last time you came over and you were falling asleep during the movie, it was a little harder to tell when you fell asleep because the snoring wasn't as
oh
loud.
yeah, that's a win in my book right there. Um, but yeah, like um, some nights are better than others. Um, but lately, uh, I've been getting up and like throwing on. This is something new. Actually, I haven't talked about this. There's a certain, for whatever reason, it popped up for me. Um,
Hmm.
a YouTuber who solely has like like falling asleep playlists. Let me find his name because I want to give him credit because I've been falling asleep to him for the past couple nights. And oh, Caddy Sleeps. So basically, this like British man has
Hmm.
a ton of playlists that are like fall asleep, 2 hours of indie games to fall asleep, and it's just him playing indie games, like, and not like yelling, but like in a calming manner. It's nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's actually pretty nice. I should try to dabble in that with Star Citizen content. Just, hey, just play this while you're trying to fall asleep. I'm just gonna be salvaging some ship out here in space. It's
I
gonna
think
be
that's
nice.
the market we should hone in on, uh like lo-fi chill Star Citizen sleep videos, like 2 hours of you just drifting into space,
That would be dope.
playing just like sleepy lo-fi. Um, I'd watch it.
I'd have fun making it.
Um, what's on the docket today, Jelani? What do you oh yeah, let's start, let's start our normal starting point. What are you playing, sir?
Well, as per usual. Oh, well, not even as per usual. Did I get into the story of why I started playing Star Citizen again last podcast?
Did it have to do with like Nvidia shit?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
we had
NVIDIA
a
drivers
whole spiel.
issues. Yep. So, still playing Star Citizen, but I recently did manage to successfully update my drivers to NVIDIA's most recent release, maintain stability on my machine. And this is my favorite bit right here, right now. I can finally play Monster Hunter on my computer again. Right in time for the new Street Fighter, what's it called? Collab event thing to start whenever the fuck it starts.
Man, not to like cut in, but Street Fighter is collabing with everybody. I think they're on Overwatch right now.
Right?
Isn't
Yes.
that wild?
And like part of the Monster Hunter community is collectively rolling eyes at this collab because I think this is the fourth Monster Hunter in a row that has a Street Fighter collab.
Well, Capcom. So
Yeah, but like, excuse my language, but nigga, you have other like IPs you could use. Like, I would kill like. Well, then again, DMC was in World, so that
mm,
would be them bringing another one back. But like, literally, what else do they fucking have?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil would be fun.
They should, man, if they made like a Resident Evil like collab where like some of the monsters got like the Nemesis virus or something, that'd be kind of sick.
Yo,
That'd be
oh,
annoying.
frenzy. They have a frenzy virus mechanic like in the game. It probably wouldn't be too. The only reason I see them shying away from Resident Evil on the monster side is because Monster Hunter is like, ecological. It's like natural, their monsters are part of the environment, whereas Resident Evil, the monsters are much more like body horror, virus ridden.
Yeah.
Like
I guess,
it'd be hard to mesh the two.
is Monster Hunter rated M?
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
Okay. Then that's a whole nother thing too. Then,
It's exactly.
because if you had Leon, I mean, you can put Leon and shit in there.
You could put the characters in
Yeah.
as skins and whatnot. Like they could be paid cosmetics, but like as far as any actual monster hunting content, I'm like Capcom's gonna be like, these two things can't mix like that. That like no, we can't bring them. No, I'm sorry. It's just best if we don't.
It would be cool though.
You could like if Cap but a Resident Evil game that could somehow accommodate crossover content would, I believe, piss off the core of the Resident Evil community. Because seeing a zombie Rathalos in a Resident Evil game, I do not think would go over well.
No, but you could throw. I mean, I don't know. You could whatever. Like
Yeah.
zombies are believable enough, I guess. And then they fucking. Oh man, it's not accurate enough for me. All right, man. You got other shit to worry about.
Right. But yeah, that's I'm able to play Monster Hunter again, and we both played a little bit of Doom Dark Ages.
Yeah. I was gonna get into that after your list, but you can chime in. I got
I
I got
like
hot
it.
takes.
I like it. It's a good game. Do I think I'm going to finish it? Probably not.
Hell yeah. I'm so glad you said that. I was gonna say exactly the same shit. Um,
I don't think I'm gonna finish it, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad it's on Game
Me
Pass, and
too.
I didn't spend like if I spent $70 on Doom Dark Ages, it's a good game.
Hmm.
Do not get me wrong, it is a good game. If I spent $70 on it, I'd be hot.
Yeah, I'd be pretty fired up. Not that like the listen, I'm gonna chime in here. It's
Hit it.
fun enough. That's all I can really say.
Yes,
And this
exactly.
morning, as I was looking into uh the stuff I was playing and the stuff I'm going to play, um,
Mm-hmm.
I have to make room for the stuff I want to play. And I hovered around the uninstall for Dark Ages. I didn't do it yet, but it
But the fact that it released this recently and we're both looking at it like this is a good amount of wasted space on my drive is wild for a
yeah.
Doom game.
Um it definitely dumbed down the movement uh of the Slayer, the Doom Slayer,
Yes. You
which is
move
to its
it's
like
tanky.
yeah, which is fine because I felt like in Eternal you were like
A fucking crackhead.
you can fucking stop. And I was like, this is, I don't know what's happening. Like, I didn't snort enough G Fuel to be playing this shit. And then
I
like,
didn't dry scoop enough pre-workout for
right.
this video game.
But like in 2016, I felt like it was fast enough. I would still say that's my favorite one, by far, which is crazy to say.
I agree wholeheartedly. Like raw gameplay, like if we're talking bar for bar, just gameplay, 2016 is immaculate.
I have had it came out like around this time or something because I just had a Facebook memory. I posted like a PS4, like share clip thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Doom 2016, and it was me playing multiplayer, and I forgot I had multiplayer, and it was
Oh
like
wow.
actually pretty cool multiplayer. Or at least I liked it.
I heard some decent things about it.
But it was cool, and I was like, wow, that's crazy that this one just came out, and I have this memory now. So, um, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm like, I played the the Titan level. I played the level with
With
the
the
dragon,
dragon.
which I didn't even really like.
The dragon level was as someone who enjoys most things that involve flight in video games, that dragon was weak.
Yeah, and then I mean the shield though, man, the shield is top notch. Cool thing you
It,
could have added.
it, but it is cool, but I feel like the shield is also the reason everything else feels so mid.
Yeah, it is
Because
a lot is centered around.
it's the shield and melee.
Yeah,
And I fully understand what they were trying to go for. It's more thematic. It matches more with the time period of like the portion of the story they're trying to tell and whatnot.
right,
Because from what I understand, this is what we're playing through is the war that was written about in all the lore books and recordings from like 2016 and Eternal. Like when the demons are talking about he he royally fucked us up during a war and we are all scared to shit of him and that's why we sealed him in the depths of hell because none of us could kill him. This is that war apparently,
mm,
but at the same time I hate the sound. When I pick up a Doom game, I'm looking for an awesome first person shooter,
right.
an awesome single player like arcadey as fuck first person shooter. If I wanted to play a melee action game, that's why I have Monster Hunter. Because it feels much more rewarding dodging, blocking, and attacking in Monster Hunter than it does in Doom because I don't know. It's something about the green blob system.
Oh yeah, like hey, if it's green, you can deflect it. It's like, all right, man, cool. I guess here
Like
comes a green
it's
blob. Block it. It has a green melee. Block it.
block it. It's
It's fine.
yeah, and it feels weird because and another thing about it is just a lot of the, at least up to where I got, the level design felt weird because you have such a focus on your frontal cone of effect. Because like that's where you block from your shield, that's where you throw the shield at, that's where you shoot your guns,
Mm,
right? And you have less mobility and speed, but the enemies still surround you like they did in the old games.
right.
So it is by far the easiest game so far of the three modern Dooms, but at the same time, I feel like it's the most annoying
Yeah, I can see that.
because I constantly feel like there's something behind me.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's a reason why. Um, like you said, there's a reason why. Like, well, we're like 2 weeks into it, a week and a
Yep.
half, 2 weeks, and we're already like, all right, man, I'm good. Like, I'm fine. Like, I don't
Yeah.
need this.
any of the other ones, by this time, one of us would be done.
I would have beaten it, and
Mm-hmm.
I would have been like, I might play it on like the next hard mode, and that would be it.
Exactly. The fact that we both
It's fine. I get it.
it's a great game, but it's not a great game for us. And that's saddening.
It's okay though. I mean, there's plenty of stuff coming out. This month for me, this is a good month for PS5 people because we got Death Stranding 2's coming out in June, end of June. And that's going to be the
Is
weirdest
that
fucking game ever.
yo, I am never going to play Death Stranding. I don't have the
Yeah,
patience
the
for
the
that.
first one you gotta like it drags in the beginning, but once you get past a certain point, you're like, okay, this game's fucking sick. Like I gotta replay it. I'm gonna replay it because I don't remember because it was so fucking long ago. Plus, they have like the um super death edition, whatever the fuck it's called. I've have it on
Isn't it
PS5,
on
or I
isn't
have
it
it,
on
yeah, on my computer too. But it's that, and then
Death Stranding director's cut? Yeah.
yeah, director's cut. I have it on
What
like
does the
Epic, I think.
director's cut include? Like,
A ton of shit, ton of new shit, new people to deliver to. Um, and like right now, did you have any more? Because I'm about to pop off.
Norman Reedus and his funky fetus. I'm good.
Love it. I'm about to.
Every time we talk, every time I hear about Death Stranding, I think I don't know who said it. I think it might have been Pat from Super Best Friends from Castle Super Beast.
Mhm.
But I love that is how I refer to Death Stranding. Oh, you mean the game about Norman Reedus and his funky fetus?
Majority of the game, yeah. Um, yeah. Um, I've been playing. What have I been playing? Look at my Steam here. This morning I dabbled in some Splitgate 2 beta. That's out. If you've played Splitgate 1, it's better than Splitgate 1, in my opinion. More gunplay than fucking portals. Fuck those
Is it?
portals. Yeah. Like way more gunplay involved than portal shit. I mean, there's still portals. Um, I just downloaded Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon because it's like it looks like a better Elder Scrolls, if you could say
Mm-hmm.
that. So I'm gonna check that out. That just came out of what's it called? Early access.
Tainted Grail Fall.
Yeah.
Let me.
There's a demo. I'm gonna try it after we get off here. I have money to spend, so I might buy it.
Oh,
Because I
looks
returned a couple games. It looks crazy.
looks
It looks fucking
fascinating.
disgusting. I want to play it.
It looks pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try that out after this odd record. What else have I been playing? MLB, still on the show, still
Yo, have
riding
you looked
high.
at the Tainted Grail
Yep.
Fall of Avalon Steam page?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what they have listed in the supporter edition?
Supporter edition. Let's look here. Where's
I
this
could
at?
because they do something very fun. I love it when you acknowledge
Oh,
your
full game.
inspiration, but I also love it when you can be real enough to poke fun at the stupid things your inspiration did. You want me to read it?
Oh, is this the horse? Yeah.
Golden horse
The only
armor.
horse armor you'll ever need.
It's like golden horse armor. Equip your steed with majestic golden armor, meticulously crafted and one of a kind.
I like
Wink, wink.
a conversation starter at every stable. That's pretty funny.
It is 100% them like poking at Bethesda for
Oh
the
yeah,
horse armor DLC, and I love that.
the start of the DLC fucking extravaganza.
Yep,
One would say. Um,
we will forever remember the horse armor.
uh, what a time.
Could
I
you
don't,
believe that there are kids playing games? There are kids old enough to play the new Grand Theft Auto who will have never heard of or seen the horse armor
I
DLC.
know, and it ages us. It makes me sad.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You want to know what else ages us and makes me sad?
I have one for you, but
Two
yeah,
words.
you go. What?
Two words.
Okay.
Map packs.
Oh, yeah. Remember the Call of Duty, man? The Call of Duty 4 map pack where you got communication or whatever it was, and
Mm-hmm.
the other map. Man, it was no pre-order bonus. You just fucking had to pay money for that shit.
Yep.
No. Today I watched a uh live in like someone's backyard of like the All American Rejects, and everyone in the crowd was at least 20 or younger. And I was like, that this song that they're playing was out way before these people were born. And they're all listening to it. I'm like, what the
Yes.
fuck, man? I'm old.
There's the look. As long as there is some old idiot trying to force us to follow rules that don't make sense, punk will live on in the hearts of the young.
Yep. I like that.
So, yeah, especially looking around at the world around us and what's going on. Oh, Green Day is going to be on the radio forever. It's looking like.
Oh, yeah. They look, God, have you seen them recently? Jesus Christ. They look
They
ancient.
probably look about the same. Yo, if young Connor and Jelani were to look at Connor and Jelani now.
Bro, I talk about it all the time. As a kid who was like a bigger kid,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Oh, he's a big guy, bro." I look at my photos. I'm like, "Where? That guy's not big at all, bro. You guys are fucked up. You guys really fucked me up later in life, dude."
Yo, a younger me, if he saw me now, he'd be very confused. He'd be, so we don't get taller. No, no, we do not get taller.
Where were we? Okay, and then I also, uh, occasional Marvel rivals with the squad I play with. They added Ultron, but he's not in yet. He's coming this week, and
All right.
I love Ultron. Ultron's cool as hell. Um, and then
Is it Iron Man Ultron or Hank Pym Ultron?
Hank Pym is Ant-Man,
Yes.
and then Iron Man is Iron Man.
Yes. MCU Ultron was made by Iron
Yeah,
Man.
Ultron was his
Comic books Ultron was made by Ant-Man.
his I don't know what they're pulling
Jarvis, he
from.
was he was a corrupted, I think,
Oh yeah, right here, Hank Pym.
grade of Jarvis.
Yeah, it was basically like they tried to, because Jarvis turned into what's his name? Vision.
Mm-hmm.
And then they tried to like make another one, and then it got corrupted and got like a god complex and said like I can fucking take over the world. And then
And
he
that
became
became Ultron.
Yeah. Um
Speaking of god complexes,
well, we'll get to him. Um, one more thing.
One more thing.
I've played this game called Linked Banner of the Spark, and this is a roguelike city builder where you are the last human on Earth that's been taken over. This is kind of appropriate for Ultron. Robots basically were like our little helper buddies. Kind of like iRobot. Remember iRobot? Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. Um, and they were basically like, "Hey, uh, fuck you. Humans suck. Robots rule." They took over, and then there was like nice robots that were like, "Hey, man, I don't want to be bad." So then they took those robots and like took them as slaves, and now as the only human, I have the power to save the robots. So then I'm saving robots and I'm rebuilding my little housing
Town.
area. So it's got like a mix of like roguelike shit and then like Animal Crossing shit. It's pretty cool. It's not bad. I'm into it. I'll be playing a lot of that.
Well, that's interesting. Cool.
And our news. Is it time for the news? It's time for the news.
I believe it's time for the news.
It's time for some news.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right.
Guys,
All right.
if you aren't aware, friend of the pod, Randy Pitchford, has opened his goddamn mouth again. Jelani, what's going on with Randy?
Apparently, you want, you know what? Let me just jump in with the quote.
Just get in there with it.
Just the quote. This is in response to a fan on
Twitter. X.
asking if the game is going to be begging the game to not be $80. Randy, and I quote, A, not my call. B, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen.
Ugh.
My local game store had Starlight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach, and I found a way to make it happen.
For you
Yeah.
folks who are not aware of our good friend Randy, he is a hip, stylish man that looks over Gearbox, Borderlands, more specifically. He says things, and he does things. He's pretty cringy, for the most part.
Pretty cringy. Yo, the man is the living embodiment of cringy video game executive.
But he's got swag. That every time he does an interview, he's wearing some fucking dope ass shirt. I love it.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we know. So he pays a stylist good money to make him look good when he says the stupid.
Right. That's hey.
That's not him having swag. That's him paying someone to artifice himself some swag. You know, when you or I actually figure out how to put on clothes that make us look good before we leave the house, that is an effort of swagger. When some billionaire pays somebody to pick out his clothes that is not swagger. That is just having a good stylist. They're two very different things. One comes from within, the other you pay for. Thank you very fuck out of here.
Now, I don't support Randy's big mouth and what he says all the time, but a lot of the backlash that he's got, like the negative comments, like, you know, I'm gonna pirate Borderlands 4, or people that are like, hey man, just shut up and apologize. These people don't give a shit. that guy apologized, they would still be like, "Yo, fuck Randy. I'm still not gonna buy Borderlands because Borderlands is gonna be $80, okay?" And
Now, my
Randy,
response,
go ahead.
my response is he probably should have. But he
He
does end up
does, but it's
kind of
not the best.
but like it's one of those moments where the audience. I agree with the audience. No, he's not. He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
Like, in his heart of hearts, he doesn't care.
Right.
But what he
So
needs to realize is that like fuck it, people are getting tired of you. People are getting really tired of hearing you, and you are inching closer and closer to people just not caring about Borderlands.
so
Because
yeah.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, so his attempt at a apology is kind of after there's a Handsome Jack AI, which if you don't know, Handsome Jack's like one of the main protagonists, or is the main antagonist of Borderlands 2, and
Who? Yes.
he's a fucking dickhead.
He is arguably the best written one of the best written antagonists in video games.
Yeah, he's great, and I'm on record saying I like the evil guys. Handsome Jack's up there. Basically, someone wrote, uh, you know, like a AI prompt that made the Handsome Jack AI pop off and be like, you suck, just stay broke. Who gives a shit? Back in my day, blah blah blah.
You know,
Like basically what Randy would say if he was Handsome Jack.
they deserve a quote.
It's so long. It's
Boo-hoo.
so long.
$80 for Borderlands 4. Let me break out the world's tiniest violin crafted from iridium and oiled with the tears of whiny Vault Hunters. Listen, Cupcake. You're not buying a game. You're investing in a premium, galaxy shattering experience, personally engineered to blast your sad little dopamine receptors into orbit. And it continues.
Yeah, it's long. The ending's good. I like the ending though. But hey, if $80 is too steep, there's always a solution. Just don't buy it. More legendary drops for the rest of us, and fewer mouth-breathing freeloaders clogging up my loot holes. Win-win. Stay broke, hero.
Ooh.
And then there's so Randy saw the thing, the AI response, and then his response is, "Boy howdy, Jack GPT. Is that how I sound? My bad." And then he gives cheers to the people that posted it, and then he added a little in seriousness though.
Teams.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay. He said, in seriousness though, nobody likes being taken for granted. It was not my intent. I'm humbled by the love and support everyone has shown the team as we push hard to get this amazing game in your hands. They're crushing it, and I can't wait for everyone to play what's going to be the best Borderlands ever. Regardless of where the price lands, it's going to be worth it, and then some. Back to work for me.
Nigga, you should have never stopped working. You should have never stopped working. It's like nobody likes being taken for granted, and it was not my intent. I'm sorry, sir. I am absolutely sorry, sir. Look, every time they put out one of these, like, hey, that wasn't my intent to like make you feel that way. It makes me like, yo, homie, before you say it was not my intent to make you feel that way, maybe you go back, read the words that you said or wrote, and like try to imagine a world where like those words weren't intended to make somebody feel some type of way. And maybe like just don't say that shit because that sounds disingenuous as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
He is like the downfall of Gearbox. Like,
yeah,
if you were trying to like convince your friend who's never played Borderlands to be like, dude, check out Borderlands 4, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good time. You're not gonna regret it. And then your friend Googles anything
Borderlands 4.
Borderlands 4 related, and it's this fucking guy just opening his mouth.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the RGN article. There's Borderlands 4 in the URL. The top of the page is Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 is the first words in the title of the article.
Right.
Like, you're gonna see this article if you search up. You know what?
I'm doing it right now. I'm googling Borderlands 4, and the first article that came up is the one I clicked. Borderlands boss Randy Pitchford addresses real fans tweet controversy.
Yep.
So you can't hide. You can't hide his. I mean, it's the internet. I mean, in a week or two, probably won't give a shit. But
at the same time, you could have just avoided this whole brouhaha by shutting the fuck up, Randy. Please, dear God, for the love of everything that is holy, for the love of Borderlands, shut the fuck up, Randy. Like, anytime you think you might have, like, a witty, funny tweet to put out, shut the fuck up. And, just shut the fuck up. Like, if you're putting out, like, an informational tweet, giving an update, thanking the fans for something, go ahead. But anytime you think you get into your witty little sarcastic bag, just shut the fuck up. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. I got some positive news. I got a couple now. I'm gonna surprise you with one right here. Battlefield or Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Let me talk about
the old one or the new one?
The EA one.
Ah. I love how we have to have that conversation now.
Due to May the 4th and Andor Season 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is making a huge comeback.
Didn't they shut down the servers for that?
No. They're still going, dude.
And
not only
stopped updating it.
Not only are they at some of their highest peak of users since the game launched in 2020. What is this? 2017. They are up almost 10,000 concurrent players right now, with a peak of 9,292 the other day.
Theoretically, it was one of the last good Battlefield games.
It was and it wasn't. They kind of fucked up the release. Surprise, surprise.
EA. Like after updates and everything, it was one of the last good Battlefield games before 2042 came and fucked everything.
Battlefront, Battlefield, Battlefront.
I'm saying Battlefield.
I'm saying Battlefront. I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yes, it was one of the last good Battlefield games.
The problem they had though is that much like right now you could say Battlefield 2042 is at its best, but since they fucked up so early, no one gives a shit
at all.
No one's playing it. So this is kind of what happened with Battlefront, because I was, first day, server issues, there was like a balance issue, currency issue, all this bullshit. And I fell off. Being a Star Wars fan, I fell off later than most, but still. But like the other day, I saw a couple like bigger streamers and YouTubers making videos on it. So I was like, hell, I'll fucking pop on and it's a fucking blast, man. Like there's some good shit going on.
One of the actors from Andor apparently jumped in and was like, yo, let's get that Battlefront 3 like a thing. One of the actors, Star Wars gotta give us Battlefront 3 ASAP, from Mohammed Ben Amor.
Oh yeah.
He plays
Wellmont Pak. Yeah. That's the yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. But he that and like Fortnite. Fortnite had a Star Wars thing going on too. So like it's like a combination of all this are bringing people back to Battlefront, and the the group, the team behind Battlefront 2 is like, hey, this might give us an excuse to like maybe throw a couple updates and like maybe get the crew back and see what's going on, and maybe hopefully they can talk EA into getting a Battlefield 3 going, because um we need one, man. Like, we need a good multiplayer Star Wars game.
You know, I would I would be down for the levels of if they could get a good, just like I could see Battlefront being one of those games as a service
For
games
sure.
where they just keep expanding out, because like Star Wars Battle, all you would oh, there's so many ideas in my head, I'm tripping over it. You already have the infantry, what's it called? The infantry gameplay, the mixed vehicles gameplay. You can start doing like space combat maps where where there aren't any like infantry things. It is literally just like the space combat from the movies and shows, and you have maps for that.
Yeah, like they had in the old ones. They had a Space Conquest, which is like a big mode that no one, or that everyone wanted back, but they never uh brought into the
Like
newer ones.
it could be a whole thing where like you start eating into where you start like
Sorry, Galactic. Oh no, wait, it is. No, you're right. Keep going.
yeah, where you have different modes, different vehicles, weapons. You can like you can mix the different theaters of war. Have it would be dope. Like just having building a space combat sim with a Star Wars style space combat sim in the Battlefront would be dope.
Yeah. And I feel like it would probably win people over more than a new Battlefield. Like,
It would be the fact that you could just you wouldn't have to deal with the same old argument of realism.
right? Yeah, you just be like, no, these are fucking lasers and Jedi's and what have you. It's not supposed to be
Yeah,
real. Yeah,
I
I
feel
would.
like it.
That would be great. And if you want, Battlefront 2 is pretty cheap. Uh, somewhere. CD keys $12. There you go.
My only problem is that you have to deal with Origin.
No, it's called EA app now, and it sucks. Yes, I
It
agree. Trust me, I agree. The first
That's
couple times I tried to
frustrating.
launch it, it didn't say I was online, and I googled the error code that I was getting, and the
Mhm.
only um, quote unquote solution that was available was from a nice gentleman using a robo voice feature on the YouTube video, telling me how to restart my modem, and that's not helpful. So I did
I'm not.
restart it a couple times, and it worked. So
Yeah, let me show you how to restart your modem. And
right,
my response, I'm on the internet right now watching this fucking video. What the fuck do
yeah,
you
it was
mean?
like, this is how to restart modem to play Battlefront 2. I'm like, all right, man, cool.
I'm gonna
Um,
It's like if I wanted this, I would call any number of my coworkers if I had
correct,
even a question about this, which I fucking don't.
correct. Other good news in the podcasting world, uh, Giant Bomb, my
Mhm.
favorite podcast for gaming, and anything nerd related,
No, I
goes
prefer the Cool Cats
independent.
podcast.
What's up?
I prefer the Cool Cats podcast, but
I mean,
Giant Bomb's all
yeah,
right.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I take a lot of inspiration from the Giant Bomb, the
Toot
way they do
toot.
things. The beginning of the month, it started off. Giant Bomb was owned by Fandom. They were owned by Fandom,
Mm-hmm.
and they were shut down briefly. Um, and I about had a damn panic attack.
You you were a big sad boy all fucking day when you came into the work
It
chat.
was sad. Um,
You were so sad over Giant Bomb.
these to put in context, I listened to maybe like 4 podcasts like religiously, and this is like two of them are made by Giant Bomb. The other two are unrelated, but uh, I listened to the Giant Bombcast, which is like their podcast, like we do here, and then they have a voice call-in one called the Dump Truck, and the Dump Truck is fucking amazing. So those were shut down for like 2 weeks without really any explanation. It's kind of just like, shit happens. We're shutting it down. Blah 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 blah. And then fast forward to PAX East. The boys were there. They had a panel, like their last panel, and
Mm-hmm.
they announced that they had bought the rights to Giant Bomb from Fandom, and they were just going to do their own independent uh, journalism, whatever, content creation, and
Which is dope.
it's amazing. Kind of like how Game Informer is back, so now we got Giant Bomb back. I'm excited because if you don't listen to a lot of podcasts about gaming, if you only listen to this podcast, first off, I appreciate it. Thank you. Glad you
Thank
picked
you.
us. Um,
Please continue to
please
do
continue
so.
to support. But also like give Giant Bomb a listen. They're like a tight knit group of
Mm-hmm.
dudes, and they're they're a little more unconventional game related stuff, kind of like us. We're not like the most organized, whatever. But I like that. I think that's better. We kind of just do what the fuck we want. But I think we are the only podcast that does Steamy Steam reviews. So for now,
Is that something to be proud of,
yes,
though?
fuck yeah. What are you talking about? We got to be original in some aspect, and if that's fine. I'm okay with
Our originality is porn reviews.
that. I mean, we could actually read like actual porn reviews if we want. Porn
Nah,
comments.
that'd be weird.
Yeah,
That'd be weird.
this is the best thing we could do.
Cause remember we're in Florida. Then I have to download
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna get a
VPN
VPN.
to go around the what's it called? Because I know like hell, I'm not giving a picture of my ID to
Oh yeah, for
any
sure.
porn site just so I can read reviews on my bi-weekly podcast.
It
Even though that would probably be great content.
it would be funny if like we shifted our Steamy Steam reviews to like actual porn reviews, and then for some reason it's like, or the only reason is because we got sponsored by like NordVPN or something. So it's like we
Bruh.
have a reason to use it. This section is sponsored by NordVPN. All these comments were because we got a VPN. That's a selling
It's
point.
like
Come on.
Steamy News International.
Steamy Steam
We're
Reviews brought to you by NordVPN.
Yo, we need to like okay, cool. When we publish this, we're bleeping the shit out of their names so we don't get a cease and desist.
Sure. I don't know who you're
Thank
talking about.
you.
Uh,
Thank yous.
um,
For real though, if you want to sponsor us,
yeah, reach
we
out.
love
I'll
it.
sponsor anything that I would use. Um,
No sports betting though. We don't want your money.
yeah,
That's
no,
weird.
no underdog or whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. This is not that kind of gaming podcast. No, 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 no.
Even though I play
No, 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 no,
MLB.
no.
Um,
Well,
Anyways,
there's a difference between playing MLB the
true,
Show and betting
true.
on
I
MLB.
don't buy packs. Um, but yeah, Giant Bomb. So if you want to support them, go ahead and give them a follow. They do have a subscription service. It's basically how they're paying for their their life, I guess, their lifeline. Because how else do you pay for independent services without using some sort of subscription service,
This
Patreon,
is true.
whatever? So
Speaking of subscriptions, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. We'd really appreciate the support.
yeah, and if
And
you see
we're
this
in
on
small time. It
YouTube,
doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to us.
true.
Well, except for on Twitch, but like
Mm,
y'all already know the rules as far as that's
you
concerned.
can follow them. You don't have to sub.
You can
Um,
follow us,
true.
but we'd also appreciate the subscription. Daddy needs a new mic.
Um, is that you or me? Who's daddy? Um,
Yes.
speaking of daddy, Jelani, I got a couple
Yeah.
games for us to look at
Here we go.
in what's considered our best segment. It's the Steamy Steam. Ugh. Oh my god, I fucked it up. Fucked it up. It's our Steamy Steam Reviews. All right.
Steamy Steam Reviews.
Um, first one, Jelani. I did this while we were doing the intro. So this one is called Casting Clicker.
Oh God, let me look this up.
Yeah, take your time. Oh boy.
Oh,
Casting Clicker. Build your own casting empire. Interview unique anime style girls. View their spicy, uncensored photos. And shoot stylish films. Manage your studio. Follow trends. And grow your fame. Flirty, strategic, and full of personality. No pressure, just pleasure. The first review got me right off the bat. My boy, Hacker here. This game is just fuego. Everything's really cool. Anime girls, stylish films, and the ability to manage your own studio. It brings a lot of pleasure and immerses you in its world. I love games like this. I like the game is just fuego. That alone could have been the review.
I I know I come at this every time this happens. I come at this from a sense of disbelief, but I think this one's just a good game.
This it's a good idea.
Like
It's a casting agency for porn. That's a good idea. And they have different genres. It seems. That's what it says at least in this photo here.
wait. Can I read you one? Can I read
Yeah,
you one?
of course.
Gentle girls,
Oh,
I've
no.
had my fill. I'll be frank. We all understand why such games are bought. Even watching videos of this nature, it is sometimes difficult to find something new or interesting. But here I have, so to speak, expanded my spectrum of the visible.
Oh my god.
And that is what happens when you try to sound smart in the depths of post nut clarity. Just dude's brain is not there yet. Not all the way back. But he had to post the review. I think this is just a good game, Connor.
It's cheap too. It's like $2. I'm just gonna read the title of this one. If only we could click and get naked women in real life. If only. All right. Next one here. It is called Waifu Shop.
Why am I even surprised that somebody, like, of course somebody's wishing there was what's it called, an Uber Eats for prostitution,
Welcome to Vesper
which would
Island.
probably be a dope business idea.
It has to be. It has to be a real thing. Called like Boober.
Uber Eats.
Dan. Are we Dan? We're Danny right now?
We're Dannying.
Welcome to Vesper Island. Build your harem of sexy waifus. Grow your shop and amass a fortune in this unique mix of shop and dating sim. Recruit lusty workers, uncover the island's secrets, and become the master trader while collecting all the hot babes. This is free to play.
Hot Babes is
This is free to play.
right
So
there.
there's macro transactions apparently. A lot of negatives, but there's some good ones. This one is open a shop on an island. Hired bikini clad girls. Now I'm a successful entrepreneur. Mom is proud, probably. And then you got I advise everyone to play. The main thing is don't show it to your parents. Uh
Wait. Somehow they managed to include gotcha. Well, not somehow. I get the
yeah,
feeling like the gotcha concept was borderline
the main idea. Yeah.
yeah, like gotcha, and I'm surprised I haven't seen more gotcha in porn games. Like, let's be 100%
There probably
honest.
is. We don't look them up.
We don't touch them. Like, that is something I feel
I like how we have on Steam now. This is off topic.
yeah.
AI generated content disclosure. The developers
Yeah.
describe how their game uses AI generated content. And this is what they said. The use of AI is limited and utilized only to render the backgrounds. So all the scenes
Oh,
are made by a person. Good to
yeah.
know. Good to know. That's good to know.
Steam. That's one thing I will give Valve is they have been pretty forward on the no. You need to, if you're not using people to make parts of the game, you're gonna tell your consumers so they can make an informed decision.
Yeah, because I imagine a lot of these are like copy and pasted some sort of like AI art, and then they're like, "Yeah, this is my game," and that's like
I,
probably a good amount of stuff in here.
I doubt it because at the end of the day, so many of these games are asset flips.
Oh yeah, for sure, that's true. And there's a lot of informed people that tell us when these games are asset flips because or asset flips.
Well, you can see when their asset flips low key.
I found another one that I wanted to address, but I don't know if we want to address it.
Oh, if it's something to get me angry, throw it in.
Depends on how. I'm gonna send it to you in a chat, and then you
Oh
can
wow,
determine.
Oh wow, this is.
You can determine if we want to look at it real quick. Let me find you right here.
This is fascinating. I don't know if you are listening to this show for the first time. I believe this is actually the first time Connor has found something and then felt the need to message it me separately before revealing it to you guys. Usually you and me, Mr. and or Mrs. and or
They.
non-binary
Yep.
listener, usually you and me are on the same wavelength, like at the same moment finding out about these games.
All right.
So I am fascinated.
So I just sent you a message.
Separately in Discord.
Yeah. It should be in the stream channel chat.
All right, cool. Stream chat production team channel.
No. Like when you click stream channel, there's an open chat.
Oh, open chat.
Yeah. So look that up and see if we
That's
want to look this one up.
I
I don't know if it's pro or like against. 'Cause at the end of the day, you do play as a certain someone. Nah, we're not covering this. Never mind.
I
Look at the game developer's name. This is
yeah.
we're not covering this.
I don't think
He's at a loss for words, folks.
I don't
Oh shit. It's fine. I don't want to anyways. I just thought it was funny.
they have
Whole genre.
games. This is a
Yeah, I'm not sure who that's for. Anyways, those were
wow.
the Steamy Steam reviews. One of a kind segment. Yeah?
Why are what?
I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. That was the one of a kind segment that
You'll only get
here at the Cool Cats Cast podcast. Which, by the way, we are now expanding where you can listen and watch. We have a YouTube channel now. I believe the URL is just the Cool Cats Cast. You will see we will put our VODs up there, and then eventually we should be streaming simultaneously.
But why would you make a Sex with Hitler video game, though?
Okay, he said it.
I had to say it. We spent like a good 5 minutes talking about it without saying it.
Not only, guys, audience, not
Like,
only
this
is that a game,
it's a fucking 5-game series.
that and the publishers are
Adolf Games.
yeah, Adolf games. So just like specifically focused on Adolf.
I
It's
feel
the craziest
these
shit.
games, like if they weren't made before, like they're made in 2022 and 2023. So, they're older. They're older than I thought they would be. I thought these would be things that are like brand new, given what's going on. But they're older than I thought they would be. And like to be 100% honest, I would have thought these were games that were made and like seeded here, knowing that some like I think that's me being conceited, thinking that these would be put here for us to find, and then to force someone like us to explode with, like, because they're not here. I don't think people actually like found and bought this shit.
No, it's for the
Wait,
meme.
it's gotta be for the meme.
It's got to be for the meme. There's no way. But
Like, like, what the fuck?
yeah, it's weird,
What
folks.
the fuck?
I mean, there's 2,000 people following the game developer.
Almost three.
Almost
Almost
3,000.
3,000. One of the games has almost 3,000 reviews on it.
Yeah.
The first one does.
They're cheap too, so they must be fucking asset flips. My headphones are gonna die. Hold on here.
That's good.
We'll get going
This
here.
is
Get going here. Okay.
this makes me physically uncomfortable.
And it would make us physically comfortable. It would be you subscribing to our new YouTube channel, the Cool Cats Podcast. You will see our VODs, and eventually we will be simulcasting to our YouTube channel as well. If you want to watch us live while we record, we do that at twitch.tv/I the cat dad I, and then you can hit the button to notify you when we are live. And then that's when we record. And then if you want to listen to our podcasts, we have our own website, the coolcatspodcast.com. You can also
It's
get
just
us
coolcatspodcast.com, not the Cool Cats
right,
Podcast.com.
coolcatspodcast.com. And then we're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, etc. Also, if you would please leave a review of some sort on any one of those platforms, that'd be fantastic. It helps the discovery of our podcast, which I want to thank everyone who has listened or made somebody listen or download our stuff. We have a weird array of stats that I have right in front of us. Are you ready for this?
Hit me.
63% of our listeners are in North America. That's not surprising. 32% is
The
Europe.
fact that it's lower than 63, lower than 80 or
Right.
something like that.
So here we go.
Surprising.
Europe, 32%. That's crazy.
Mm.
Okay. Africa, 1%. And then 1% Oceania, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So whoever's down there, thank you.
Look, all I'm trying to say is to all our listeners, I'm not gonna assume fans, but to all our listeners, wherever you may be and whoever you may be, we genuinely appreciate you giving us the little portion of your day that you have given us, and we hope that in return we have provided you some modicum of entertainment.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
This has been great. We hope to keep going at it. We're not the most regular as far as dropping podcasts consistently, but we try to keep it entertaining when we do.
We're a little more consistent than most people that I know make podcasts. So,
all right.
So, like, kudos to us. Kudos to you, the listener. Kudos to people who don't play any games from the Adolf games selection. That's going to do it for the Cool Cats cast on this Saturday. Jelani, any closing comments?
Why every day, every single day, we stray further and further from the light of God.
Amen. Hallelujah. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
I meant that.
I know. That's why I said amen.
What, do you have anything else to say at the every day we stray further from the
Alright. What's up, chat? I gotta switch on my battery here.
Mm.
I just stream Tainted Grail. You guys want to watch me play Tainted Grail?
Yeah, go play some Tainted Grail,
Hold up.
bro. I downloaded the demo.
Also can't get the fucking battery. All right. Should be back. 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 I didn't switch over my microphone on here. Did I? Now I did. Oh, yeah, I could do this one.
I'm Cyberboss.
Yo, so check it out. I downloaded the demo.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh. All right. It'll be a fun little dip into something, right? Could give it a shot.
Be over here. Put up here. Whatever.
All right.
Now throw this over here.
All right. I forgot to hit stop recording, but I've stopped it now.
Cool. I'll put that down here. Here.
Export audio.
Oh, looks like our
Computer.
good friend James is playing the demo. I played some of it. Properties. All right, right now there's a dude just singing to me. Sounded crazy. Game. That's worse. Cheap viewers. Thanks. Oh my god, there's a bot. Get him out of here. Kick him. How do I kick him? Don't let me kick him. Slash ban. Block. Oh, it's about to sign in. Switch verification code. Man, I can fucking. Ban. Idiot. Alright, I'm gonna put the stream down real quick.